Hello all, welcome back. So let's look into the today's lead code problem that we have to. The problem name is divisible and non-divisible sum difference. Okay, so in that problem we are given a two integer n and m. So in the range from 1 to n, we have to count the sum of all elements which is not divisible by m. Okay, and same we have to count all the elements which is divisible by m. Okay, then we have to take the difference of that. Okay, so there is a simple approach. The simple approach is that we can iterate over the whole array. Do means in that whole array, in the for loop will maintain the sum. Okay, for each element 1 to n, in that range 1 to n will do the sum. Okay, then for if the element is divisible by m, then we'll just subtract that element in that sum. Okay, but is it we have to think iteratively, we have to think in more optimal approach. So we have to apply mathematics. So we have to look into the what will be the pattern here. So let's look into the one example. We will take us multiplicate. So there is one example that to count all of the elements from range 1 to n, what will be the arithmetic AP equation will be n times n plus 1 by 2. This is the arithmetic formula for calculating the sum of all element in this range 1 to n. Okay, 1 to n. So is there any pattern to calculate the all elements which is divisible by n? M means in the range 1 to n which is divisible by m. Okay, is there any formula to calculate? So yes, so if we look into the approach pattern, this like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and 14. Let's look like for the size 6. So what will be the sum is 42. So if we take there is a one pattern that if we means for the 6 means what we have to calculate, how many times multiplication is done. Okay, so how many times multiplication is done? So 6 times 7, first will take a sum till 6. 6 times 7 is 42 by 2 is 21. Means here 21 times multiplication is done. Now we have to apply multiplication 21 times by 2 m, whatever the m value is. Similarly, we take the same pattern in this 3. So what will be the sum for 5 till 5 multiplication? So here number of multiplication will be 1. In this number of multiplication will be 2, 3, 4 and 5. So what will be the sum? So the sum will be 5 times 6 is 30 by 2. So there also we will use the same method. This one n times n plus 1 by 2. So the same approach we are applying here, and n times n plus 1 by 2 is 30 by 2, which is 15. Then uh, once we get the number of multiplication, okay, then we have to multiply that number of multiplication by m. So m here is 3. So the total will be 45. So what will be the total here is 45. So can we deduce that in an approach? Yes, there is a pattern that there is a n is available. Then if we take a divisible by m, it is return some x value. Okay, now we have to calculate number of multiplication in that x. So what will be the equation? X times x plus 1 by 2. This is the, so suppose this will give us y value. So now this is the y value. So we have to multiply this y by m, okay, to take the sum particularly. Okay, so this is the equation. So if we take in the example where how we calculating num2, first we'll take the difference what by divisible. Okay, number of multiplication in that range. First we have to calculate number of multiplication, multiple of m in from 1 to n. So how we calculate? N by m. Then now we have to calculate number of multiplication. Okay, for this num2 multiples. So how we calculate? Num2 by num2 plus 1 by 2. After that we have to multiply the m in that. Okay, number of multiplication is nums2. In that we have to multiply num m. So it will give what it will give. It will give the sum of all elements in that range 1 to n, which is divisible by m. Okay. So now we have to calculate num1. So instead of calculating num1, we take the sum of all elements from in the range of 1 to n. How we calculate? N into n plus 1 by 2. Now we have to take the difference. So in num1 already having a difference of num2. So and in the answer we have to return the difference of num1 and num2. Now num1 is having a one more set of num2. That's why we have to deduce 2 times num2. Okay. So here we are deducing 2 times num2. Okay. It's already accepted and it's passed all the test case. Okay, I think this mathematics approach is very clear to all of you, and the pattern behind this, how we calculating num2 in a one iteration, applying mathematics and arithmetic progression here. So it's very clear to all of you. Okay, thank you all.